See, to explain this idea, let me give you a comparison. Scientific management as a approach of administration or approach of management is mostly compared with a word which is called rule of thumb. मोस्टली हम साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट की बात करते हैं तो उसको हम हमेशा कंपेयर करते हैं इस चीज के साथ जिसे कहते हैं रूल ऑफ थंब, एंड देन आई पुट दिस वर्ड साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट हियर. सी, देयर आर टू वेज टू डू अ सेम थिंग. एक काम को करने के दो तरीके हो सकते हैं. वन विच इज बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट यू कॉल एज रूल ऑफ थंब, and the other is based on what you call as scientific management. Now when you talk about rule of thumb means it's a way to do something which you develop out of your past experiences. Means the way you were doing the things earlier, out of that you learned something very general and now you do the things accordingly. मतलब आप पुराने तजुर्बों के बेसिस पे एक अंदाज़ा लगाते हैं और उस अंदाजे के बेसिस पे आप काम करते हैं. But when I talk about scientific management is not just the way to do something which is developing out of past experiences, a general experience of doing a particular job. This way of doing the job is based on precise calculations and a proper backing of theory. Means when you do something which is developed after proper calculations, how to do it. I'll give an example to clarify this point. When what you develop a way of doing something which is based on proper calculation, then you are scientific in your approach of working. When this calculation is supported by some scientific theory, then that is the way to do something which we call as scientific management. मगर एक तरीका है कि we are just doing the things because in past we were doing the things in a similar way, so we also now do the things in a similar way now. Now I give you a precise example to clarify this point. एक example देता हूँ इसको clarify करने के लिए. देखिए, let's say there is a sport called javelin throw. Javelin throw होता है भाला फेंकना. Now there are two ways we can throw the javelin. One is that somebody will come to me and he will tell me in javelin throw, जैसे मोहित is a very famous sport also. Now somebody will come to me and he will tell me that when you have to throw the javelin, use your hand and see diagonally. मतलब he's just telling me something very general कि put your best effort and see diagonally when you throw it. General idea which is based on his past experiences. Now I throw the javelin. It was a very good throw. I developed an understanding that okay, when I was throwing the javelin, I was seeing at that particular level, which I do not know what the angle was. It's a general idea that I was watching diagonally. Okay. Now this understanding which I developed is based on rule of thumb. Now every time now I throw javelin, I just see diagonally and I throw the javelin with a full force. I apply full force, I see diagonally, I throw it. It's a way of doing the job based on past experiences. Okay. But then if you do the same job in a scientific way, which you call as scientific way of doing the job, scientific management, अगर आप साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट को लगाएंगे और जेवलिन थ्रो करेंगे, देन समबडी विल टेल यू फर्स्ट, देन अकॉर्डिंग टू द थ्योरी ऑफ प्रोजेक्टाइल, इफ एनीथिंग इज थ्रोन एट एन एंगल ऑफ 45 डिग्रीज, मतलब 45 डिग्रीज पे अगर आप किसी चीज को थ्रो करते हैं, प्रोजेक्टाइल करते हैं, देन दिस टेक्स द मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस, मतलब दिस गोज मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस. So 45 degree is what we come on the basis of theory of projectile. हमें बताया कि भाई 45 डिग्रीज पे आप जेवलिन को फेंकेंगे तो बहुत दूर तक जाएगा. And then we actually do it. We try to be very precise. When I was throwing the javelin, I try to make an angle based on this theory that I should throw the javelin at a degree of 45 degrees. Now I am just not focusing my eyesight diagonally. I am fixing it at a particular specified declared angle, and that is 45 degrees. तो जब मैंने javelin को 45 degrees पे फेंका, it achieved a maximum length. Now let me tell you how did I achieve this 45 degrees. I achieved this 45 degrees based on a proper science which told me, theory of projectile which told me that 45 degrees is the ideal angle. और उसके बाद I made some calculation also. Not only I have to find out the angle I should throw the javelin, I also have to find out the height of a person which should be throwing the javelin. This height, more the height, longer the javelin will go. तो मुझे ये समझ में आया कि if my height is 6 feet or above, then it is better for the sport. I can take the javelin at a farther distance. So it's not only about the best angle of throwing, it's also about who is the best person to throw. the best person to throw is a man whose height is an ideal height of 6 feet or more, and then he should have broad and strong shoulders. ब्रॉड और स्ट्रॉन्ग शोल्डर होंगे तो वो अच्छी डिस्टेंस तक जेवलिन को थ्रो करेगा. एक और चीज जो हमें समझ में आई, वन मोर थिंग व्हिच आई केम टू नो वाज दैट देयर इज अ प्रॉपर distance from the tip. I should hold the javelin, and that is the center of gravity of the javelin. So when I hold the javelin from there and I throw it, it covers the maximum distance. So I just also should know how to hold the javelin. How to hold the javelin. Okay. Now you see one thing. Arriving at this experience, okay, when I throw the javelin, I should be watching the sky diagonally. It's a very general understanding of doing the job based on my past experience. But this is not a general experience. It's a precise calculation based understanding that I should throw the javelin at this particular angle. This is the best angle of throw. This man who is height 6 feet or more, having broad shoulders, this man is the best man to throw the javelin. And then how to hold the javelin from the tip, you should be holding the javelin at a particular distance. So these calculations, when we make use of, then our way of doing the job is called as scientific way of doing the job. And when you work normally on the basis of such approach, then you are following what is known as scientific management.